Alright, so I made it to the tram station now. Got my gear on, and the ideal world for me, I've not tried it before, but I've seen, you know, another carnivore just do 50-50 ground beef, have 50% fat, 50% ground beef. So I'm not sure how that would be, but I feel like it would probably be a lot more filling and a lot more satiating, give me a lot more energy than, you know, what I'm currently trying to do. Because with steaks, there's 90 to 95%, you know, beef and 5% fat, or essentially 95% protein, 5% fat. That's why the body, finds it hard to digest. It's not easy to digest that stuff. Same with chicken breast. I stopped eating chicken breast. I try to incorporate chicken breast this year again, but every time I eat chicken breast, it's the same. It's too hard to digest, so that's my experience with it. So, and it's been like that my whole life eating chicken breast, not even on carnivore, When I used to train a lot and I was, working it, fitness first, people that train anywhere that's not outside, you know, that's the go-to, rice and chicken breast. But essentially, that's really not ideal for digestion, you know. It's not ideal. It gets stuck in your body, and every time I eat it, I can feel my tummy is just, it's the protein sitting inside of me, So yeah, so I'm after high fat cuts of meat, bit of protein, lots of fat. So, like I said, I've never tried 50-50 beef and fat before. I'd like to, get my hands on some quality 50-50 beef and fat. I was contemplating last night, possibly going back to the butcher I used to go to, because I can probably ask him to do 50-50 cuts of beef, but it's just the quality of the beef from that place compared to the stuff I'm getting from the farm. It's a different quality. There's so many places I can get 50-50 cuts of beef, but I don't want to go back to the groceries and get my meat. I don't want to. There's so many places that I've been and tried, to eat from there, and the meat quality just ain't the same. So, I don't know what I'm going to do with that, but yeah. So the place that I get my eggs and my beef from, it's called regenerative. Uh, yeah, regenerative farming. That's what it is, and it's pasteurized, so pasture proof. So, you know, that's the best place I've found so far. I thought the other meat that I used to get when I was doing carnivore the second time around was the best, but I feel better off that stuff. The other stuff I used to get was from Tassie. So, yeah, that's the situation. I definitely need to up my fats, like I was saying before I started carnivore again. I think that's, where I didn't go right last time. I didn't have enough fats. Plus, I didn't have enough sodium, but I'm getting my sodium from the chicken, like I said in the early video, because I don't want to touch no salts. A lot of people on carnivore do Redmond's real salt, and I've got a bunch of that at home, and I try to have it for the first, 3 or 4 days on carnivore, and it's not it. Whatever's in that Redmond's real salt is not it. So I'm just trying to get my salt and my fats from the actual animal, because that's when I feel the best, when I'm just eating the animal, no preservatives, nothing else in it, just straight from the clean animal that I'm getting, from the farm, raised properly, raised in a natural way, grazing on grass all day. Same with the chickens, So, and I can taste the difference with the chicken drumsticks that I'm getting from the farm, and even the second best quality chicken drumsticks that I was getting from, rated the #1 organic chicken place in Australia. That's the second best that I've tasted, and it was rated the #1 in Australia. It's an organic place as well. They do organic practices, but different cuts of meat, depending on where the meat's from, I can feel the difference within my body. So I don't want to go back to the supermarket to get 50-50 cut of beef. That's why I don't really want to go back to the old butcher that I was going to and get some more meat from there, even though that is a quality butcher, because it is an organic butcher and they do get their meat from the farms, but different farms produce different quality. So, and that's why you got to try to find the best quality meat and eggs you can get in your local area. In my local area, you got to find the farms that are, using natural practices, that are trying to not grow their chickens and their cows and their lambs and whatever the case may be, trying to speed up the process, giving them antibiotics and all these other chemicals and stuff like that. But yeah, anyway, tram should be here pretty soon, and I'm going to be getting definitely in the ocean every morning, because even going for that little dip down at the wharf this morning, I just feel so much better. It's like getting in the ocean. Every time I get in the ocean, I feel so much better. I feel so much more at one, and so much more at ease with, the world. I just feel better. Whatever's in the ocean water. That's why a lot of people like going to the beach. They feel so good when they go to the beach. I'm just going to, on my walk every morning, I'm just going to dip in right there at the wharf every morning. That's going to be my morning dip with the morning sunlight. So, yeah. It definitely helped me getting out of that this morning, because, like I said, I didn't eat drumsticks last night. So my body's definitely, I can feel my body's definitely lagging on salt. And my sodium levels are low, and salt is like another necessity you need to have in your body. It's an essential. Water, salt, air, sunlight, all the essentials. So I definitely don't have much of that. And I know I don't have much of that in my system, because every time I drink water this morning and last night, I was literally just pissing it out. Even this morning, I drank like, I don't know, half a litre, close to a litre worth of water, and instantly, within 10-15 seconds, I just pissed it out. And then I went and drank another mouthful, and then I just pissed it out. So that's how I know my sodium levels are low. So, and that's why when I first started doing carnivore again, like, a week ago, or it's been about 9 days or whatever, I introduced the salt again. Because a lot of these carnivores say use salt, get your electrolytes in. But where's the salt coming from? I haven't tried all the salts, but I've tried a lot of salts. And they say Redmond's real salt's the one. And I got some of that at home, and it ain't it, because I don't feel great after I eat that Redmond's real salt, And I've tried Himalayan salt before. I used to use Himalayan salt. I bought Celtic sea salt before. I haven't used the Celtic sea salt doing carnivore. I haven't used the Himalayan sea salt doing carnivore. But even the idea of having salt, like, how does the salt last so long? It's still sitting in a plastic container. I don't know what's in it. What I mean? At least I know when I'm getting my beef straight from the farm. And I'm getting my eggs straight from there. And I'm getting my sodium from the actual naturally raised clean animal. That's why when I eat, I feel good eating that food, and I feel, normal. I feel how we're all meant to feel, eating quality meats and eggs that are just normal. It's just like a chicken naturally in the wild, or a cow naturally in the wild. It's happy, healthy, natural state. And if you eat that, you're gonna feel exactly the same. You won't actually. I eat it, and I just, it just feels, you just feel good, because it's normal. There's no contradiction in your mind. There's no contradiction in your body when you eat like that. But if you go into the supermarkets, like I've done many times before, going to Coles, going to Woolies, going to the butcher, I've literally searched high and low, throughout the course of trying to get my health down pat completely, high and low everywhere. I've tried so many eggs, I've tried so many cuts of meat, I've tried all these different brands, so many times, and the stuff most people get in the supermarket is not it. It's been pumped full of, like I said, antibiotics, hormones, chemicals, pumped full of water to make the chicken be bigger so they can sell you more. Like, it's not beneficial for your health, for my health, for no one's health. So anyway, that's the situation. I had time to make videos, so I thought I would. I'm feeling good after getting out of that water, let me tell you that. So it's a short shift today, so I've got a couple things to do after work as well, so I'll get to that, go home. I got some chicken mince I got some beef mince in the fridge, and I took out some drumsticks this morning because I knew I was low on sodium, so I've got a pack of drumsticks out there waiting for me. So I'm going to have to do another order from the farm. I went down to the wharf this morning, and I was going to try order again, because you need to get in before Monday night, and I thought it might have been before Tuesday morning by 8, because it's Tuesday morning right here now, but it is one Monday night, so I'm just going to have to wait until next week to order some more stuff from there. So But anyway, I've got enough to get me by. Should be sweet. Tram's here. I'm gonna get on the tram and get to this day. I got as much sunlight as I could this morning. I went for a walk to the usual spot, got a dip, walked back. It's not much sun out today. It's a bit overcast, but you can only do the best you can with what you got. So you can only do what you can do. So that's what I did. All right, check y'all soon. Happy Tuesday, y'all.